obviously when we go to your meter and we find units that don't balance with our system, we will delete those units and we will give you a fine, and you will have to wait in order to pay that amount full. Please don't do that. You are delaying yourself unnecessarily, where you will end up having a lot of days or few days without electricity.
Hi, welcome to the show. Kalina ke Rasemishi Mothala, and it's a pleasure to have you once again in one of this show. Kajeko kenale Ntombi. We'll be talking again Eskom issues. I believe that she has, every time she's here, there's something that she has to offer to us or a warning of some kind. And before we even get to the show, please let's like, share, and subscribe to the show so that we can make many more of these shows. And in addition to that, please, the information that we get in today, if you don't understand, I encourage you to please type in the comment section your questions or your comments, and Ntombi and the team have promised for it. They will get to answer those comments or questions that you post on the comment section. So please, are being active there and ask Eskom via Ntombi and the team on any questions that we might be having and any concerns that we might be having pertaining to the topic of today. As I said to you, Ntombi is here. Sawona Ntombi.
Sawona Ntombi, and greetings to all the viewers at home.
Okay, and welcome. I don't know if we should be welcoming you more because of you are like nearly here every second week or something.
Yes.
All right, you have an announcement for us today.
Hey, it's like I'm fond with announcements. Yeah, I think the couple of weeks I'll be doing a lot of announcements.
Yeah, a lot of announcements, yeah.
Okay, no, thanks, Potwami. We will be launching the Eskom Gauteng Cluster Winter Awareness Campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, what's that?
We'll be launching from this 2nd of April. It's preparing our customers for winter. Already, I think you've noticed that the weather now it's starting to change. Yeah, to be a bit chilly. Because for us, it's a new financial year.
Yes, and we're still waiting for those figures.
Yes, soon I'm giving you the figures.
Okay.
For the new because for the new financial year, it's just a lot of things.
Yes.
We're launching the awareness campaign to prepare our customers for winter.
Yeah.
And then also there is a new price increase, but we will have that discussion in detail.
Yeah.
And then also as Eskom, we're trying to also engage stakeholders because the elections are also here.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of issues people become interested on, be it the stability of our network, the challenges that we've had in the previous winter, what we have done, as a mitigation strategy for this coming winter, the safety part of it.
Yeah.
Now, we usually then try to engage in all levels.
Okay.
Just to prepare everyone, be it our stakeholders, our customers, and everyone that is just interested in our product.
Okay. But what actually happens in these awareness campaigns?
During an awareness campaign, like the previous show, we've spoken about the office closures. Then when we activate an awareness campaign, we go on site.
Okay.
In all our areas of supply.
Okay.
We activate, we get to have sort of a mobile office.
All right.
And then we have a program where we will educate our customers with different Eskom issues.
Okay.
Just to name a few that will focus on, when it's winter, we activate winter. When it's summer, we activate summer related issues.
Okay.
Now for winter, we'll be talking the issues around electricity safety, your fire prevention in winter.
All right.
We'll be talking about the safety in our homes and the safety outside.
Okay.
Because external, we know we have a lot of Eskom equipment.
Yeah.
Be it the people who steal, be it the people who climb on our structures, be it the tampering, be it the failure, the equipment failure itself.
Okay.
You will recall the previous winter,
Yeah.
we had a lot of challenges around equipment failure.
Yeah.
And we'll be also reminding people what are the causes of equipment failure.
Okay.
And then we will also then zoom into KRN, the one that we spoke about, which is the key revision number,
Okay.
the meter upgrade. And then the customers who have been gone through that process, and maybe all of a sudden they were battling to buy electricity, any other challenge, like the entire prepayment team will be on site with us, and with that type of a mobile office, will be able to at least assist customers around a maximum 2 or plus hours.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
or maybe let me say plus minus 3 hours.
Okay.
We'll be on site, and then having more resources on site.
Okay.
Then we'll be able to address various issues.
All right.
Even if you maybe you applied for electricity or any other issue that perhaps you were unable to resolve with Alfred. Remember the previous show we emphasized on Alfred?
Yes.
But then if maybe you need a warm body, we will be there in those various areas across our areas of supply in Gauteng.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, that's good. So these visits, you have any issues with your electricity that you cannot either solve online or so, you can come to this campaign.
Yes.
And it's just a day in an area.
It's a day in an area, and we usually don't like to, keep customers for a very long time for the duration of the program itself.
Okay.
At max, the program, takes an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay.
Then the other half of the time, it's the engagement, question and answer.
Okay.
But also what we do, meanwhile we're running a program, those customers who brought, be it a token or anything that they want to follow up with us, then we set up our gazebos with table and our agents.
Okay.
Then
Who
they
will be
quickly
helping on
assist
site.
them. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
No, that's great. I think maybe for the viewers, something to note. We have discussed the issues of Alfred in the previous show.
Yes.
We've discussed, I think last year already, the winter issues, the supply issues, and all these videos and the links for these videos will appear right now at the top of the screen, where you can just click to watch the previous videos on some of these topics that we have spoken about. Having said that, it doesn't take away from us in Ntombi here that we can be touching on some of these issues even today, a bit of them. Now, going back to this issue, how and when are you going to be visiting people on site, communities also on site? I heard you talking about the 2nd of April or so.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
How is this going to work? Yeah.
Okay. First, as Gauteng cluster, we are divided according to zones.
Okay.
And sectors.
All right.
When we say zone, we have zoned ourselves according to municipalities.
Okay.
Now, we've got the 3 metros and the 2 districts for the entire Gauteng.
Okay.
Now, I think it's a lot of days. When we calculate, it's around 25 days that we will be on the ground in Gauteng, warm bodies, various Eskom resources you'll be able to be assisted with any Eskom issue.
Yeah.
Though our main focus, it's the winter safety, to make it a point that you are safe in winter, and then all the challenges that we've experienced around your equipment failure, we avoid them. And then also we'll be talking, FBE will share with people in terms of the customers that have been configured on our system, the ones that are collecting and the ones that are still not collecting. Will be encouraging them to say, you can still, go this route. And then we will also then zoom now into the sales. When I say sales, it's the energy generated from our side, Eskom, versus the revenue that we receive. Because we'll generate that amount of energy, and then that has been consumed by customers versus then what we receive back. Now we'll also be talking that, so that people have a picture why we end up having challenges during winter.
Okay.
Yes.
No, it makes sense. We'll get on to that issue of the winter challenges and stuff after the break, because I know we've spoken about it before, but I think it will be interesting to get on some of the things about that. But let's take it out after the break. And to the viewers there, I hope you got your dates. Zaure, when is Eskom visiting you in your area? And I hope that as they were going, I know that the dates were showing on the screen per area and what will be happening. You can just rewind to get which date is which. And let's see you after the break. Hi, welcome back to the show. Kalina Hape, I'm Rasemishi Mutlala, and we are still continuing. We just spoke to Ntombi telling us about the program that they are going to have of trying to engage communities on the ground. And before Tsolape, talking about the issue, the winter issues, I don't know how she handles it and what she labels it. But before Kenakoyona, I want to remind you, please, let's go and get on the comment section and type those questions or concerns that we might be having. Our Ntombi has given me her word for the team. They will get on those questions and answer them on the comment section. And following that, just on the description of this video, just below it, all the links to Eskom and some of the links to the things that she'll be talking about on the Eskom sites. And yes, that's it from me. We're back talking about this issue, the Eskom winter, I don't know what you call it, winter?
It's winter awareness campaign.
All right.
We are preparing our customers for winter.
Okay.
Meaning it's winter preparedness.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's hit it. I know that we've spoken about it before, and
yes,
maybe I can just advise the viewers that we'll also have a link on the top on the videos that spoke about the winter preparedness. But I'm sure that with the experiences that you have, there has to be something that is new that you can probably put on, and then we can cover as much as you can tell us again about the winter preparedness.
Yes.
Yeah, we are just jumping into April 2024. So
yes,
what advices can you give?
Okay, first we always start in the house because we mostly deal with residential customers. Please take precautions around anything that is electricity related.
Okay.
Be it the equipment you are using at home, be it the appliances you are using at home. Make it a point that if your appliances are not in a good working conditions, you don't take shortcuts.
Okay.
Either you repair it properly or you replace.
Oh,
you repair or replace.
Okay.
So
and
that
repair properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you repair,
don't use a what do you call this? I don't know if my projector can help me. No, a plastic.
Yes.
a
so they do
ShopRite
that.
plastic instead
When
of
it is
an insulation tape.
Yes.
Albani
When-
plastic.
Albani plastic.
Yes, because they do that, eh? They do that.
We actually have to charge these people for advertising. But yeah. Sorry about that. Welcome back.
Yes. For all the freight extension cords,
Yeah.
people need to use, proper, insulation tape to repair. And it should be a person who's familiar with electricity.
Yes.
Who's not taking chances.
Yeah.
Always I advise people to call a qualified electrician who's having a COC. A COC is a certified
certificate of compliance.
Yeah. Now you need to use that type of a person. It's a qualified electrician.
Yeah.
Because if it's just somebody, then somebody ordinary can use that type of a plastic.
Okay.
So you must make it a point that we don't leave heaters unattended when we warm ourselves, because it causes fires.
Yeah.
Even when you are cooking, maybe while you are cooking, you say, okay, the while I've prepared the pots, let me go and warm myself. And then while warming up, you might end up yawning.
Yeah.
And then be in a short space of time, be fast asleep, and your pots can get bent such that they can cause fire.
Yeah.
Electricity is user friendly, but it can be dangerous. And I always say you can replace a bent house, but you cannot replace a lost life.
Yeah.
We end up experiencing incidents where people even lose their lives. Now take care at home.
Yeah.
And even your DB box, make it a point that it's serviced. It's in a good working condition.
Yeah.
And it's able to trip.
If something goes
wrong.
Okay.
Test that DB box.
Okay.
If everything it's still working.
Yeah. That was my next question. That how do people know if their DB box is working fine?
Okay. Hence I said call somebody with a certificate of compliance to go and check for you. But okay, people usually say there's a circuit breaker, but they call it a main switch. Yeah. Yeah. At times you can press the earth leakage.
The earth leakage.
Just test
it must leak.
Then it must trip.
Yes.
It's still, in a good working condition. If you are scared, you don't want to do anything, then call that qualified electrician to just check. Even your plugs, we service plugs.
Okay.
They get worn out.
Yeah.
Yes. And then don't force. Once it's loose when you try to plug, don't take anything and say, you can't balance. We don't balance things. They must be. We've seen that, yes.
Yeah.
When you do site visits, at times you go and assist the customer.
Yeah.
You find strange things. Some of the things they will take a stain,
a brick,
yes, and say, I'm just balancing.
Yeah.
Even old two plate stoves, especially the spiral one.
Yeah.
They take the bricks, 2 bricks, they balance, they take that old one, they connect with cables, and then you see it's hot, it's just a plate, 1 plate, but using bricks, they cook. That's unsafe.
Or sometimes used as a heater.
And it can cause electrocution, it can cause fire.
Yes.
And in the past, we did also spoke about people using a railway, a piece of steel, and convert it to a heater to warm the house. Don't do that. Even your shop, right? Checkers trolleys, pick and pay trolleys, the steel one, they convert it. They just become creative to use anything as steel metal, to try and convert it to a heater.
A heating
Please,
element.
You can't use anything, to repurpose it and change it to a heating element. It's unsafe.
Yeah.
Then we go to external.
Okay.
We've experienced a number of equipment failure. as a result of illegal connections.
Yes.
Please do not tamper with our infrastructure. Be it your stubby boxes, be it your mini subs, the ones that the people are calling it a danger box.
Yeah.
Be it the transformers, the top pole transformers.
Yeah.
You know, because people, when at times they steal our cables and then they will replace with their own cables, which are not SAPS approved.
Mm.
And it's a risk.
Okay.
You know, please don't tamper. Do not enter into our substations.
Mm.
You know, our substations, it's the ones that you get in the field. Usually, you know, as you enter the township, somewhere in the field, you get those Eskom structures. Please don't interfere, you know, because then you'll get electrocuted. Now, with the equipment failure that we have experienced in the past winter, because you will recall, we had a lot of them. It can repeat.
Okay.
The reason for repetition, it will be the behavior. If we don't change the behavior, let me just mention. Yes, let me mention a few. If you've upgraded your house, meaning you've built, be it extra rooms, the business or whatsoever, you were on a 20 amp, that small meter, and you didn't upgrade to a 60 amp. Obviously, then there won't be balance.
Yeah.
And if also you've tampered, obviously the number of customers that are on that dedicated transformer versus the size of the transformer, it won't balance.
Yeah.
Because in order for us, for example, to replace a 100 kV transformer with a 200 kV, it should be according to the needs
of
the customers.
Yes.
But if the needs have changed, but you didn't come to us and upgrade, obviously we might experience the same. We are appealing to all our customers to please do the right thing when it comes to the infrastructure. Otherwise, we will again experience a lot of unplanned power supply interruptions in winter, which are caused by overloading as a result of those consumers who are not customers.
I hear you. I hear you. I think, I don't know if there's anything else, but if not, you know the drill. You talk to your own customers and non-customers and consumers and low buyers.
Yes.
They are there. I'm getting educated just running this show, okay?
Yes. I'm glad you are used to it now. To our low buyers, we know there is two types of low buyers. There are those who are low buyers because maybe they are using alternative energy. Hence, they are not buying electricity as expected, and that a normal household would buy to a certain amount of money. And then secondly, there are those who are low buyers to try and just hide behind buying low and say, if kireka, they won't see that I'm buying from the coast. Please don't do that. We'll be able to pick up on the system that you are actually buying on the coast. Because remember, in the past I said, if you are a low buyer, we'll go and investigate. Obviously, when we go to your meter and we find units that don't balance with our system, we will delete those units and we will give you a fine. And you will have to wait in order to pay that amount full. Please don't do that. You are delaying yourself unnecessarily, where you will end up having a lot of days or few days without electricity. And to those who have tampered with meters or with the infrastructure outside, please try and change behavior, because we are more concerned also with the safety of the residents at large. And also those meter bypass or infrastructure vandalism results to endless power supply interruptions that affects loyal customers. And some of our loyal customers are dependent on electricity due to various health issues. Can we please think of them? Lastly, please buy and pay for electricity. We need to save the economy. If we don't do that, we'll keep on complaining. And by the way, from the 1st of April, our price will increase. In the next show, I'll try and take you through how much the price for your 20 amp meter will be as it is divided into 2 blocks, as well as your 60 amp meter, because the prices differ, and how you can save yourself. And I will give you also tips in terms of how you can save electricity, the way of buying, not buying on bulk, and so on. Thank you so much for your time from me. I really appreciate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming through. And yes, for our viewers, Ntombi, please, you have questions and comments, you know what to do. Go to the comment section, type them out. She did promise me that she will go personally with her team and answer your questions. For now, from Nara Sebishi Muthala and Lena Ntombi, our producer, we are saying, I be Roko.